Hello, I am Juanessa Wingfield, your South Texas College of Law instructional designer, and I am here to share a digital tool that you may find helpful as you create your online coursework in the future. I'm going to share with you and walk through the process of how to access a tool known as Pear Deck. So Pear Deck works best with Google Chrome, so I would suggest that you open your Google Chrome tab, select your South Texas, sign in, and it may ask you to sign in if you have not already done so. I've signed in. So in the top right corner, you can select the waffle and look for Google Drive. And in your Google Drive, you have your own personal drive. And there you can right click and upload presentations from your desktop. So if you have a PowerPoint presentation, you simply select that and upload. I won't upload because mine is already uploaded into the system. So I have here a PowerPoint that I've uploaded, and when I upload it into the Google Drive, it becomes a slides presentation. So I'm going to open that. And again, I'm using Google Chrome because the tool I'm sharing with you does not add on as an extension to your presentation in Microsoft. But if you use Google, it will allow you this feature, this functionality. So you have in this last presentation that has been uploaded into the Google Drive, you have access to file tabs, edit, view, insert, format, slide, arrange, tools, and extensions. This is where you want to be, extensions. And then you want to select add-ons, get add-ons. And here is where we will access the digital tool that I'm demonstrating today, Pear Deck for Google Slides. We'll find it right here as the first one to appear. I've selected it, and I'm going to install it to my Google Chrome page. Get ready to install, continue. It's asking me for my sign-in information, and it will allow me to use my South Texas sign-in information. If it doesn't populate, then you can simply type it in and use your credentials for your single sign-on and follow the prompts to the end. I'm going to move this down and out of the way. So Pear Deck for Google Slides, done. And I can close this window as well. I'll know that the extension has been added because if I select extensions again, I find there's a tab now for Pear Deck, but also it's populated over on the margin of my screen. So here I have my presentation that I've already created outside of this session, and then I have my Pear Deck board, dashboard. So if you'll notice here, I can add interactive questions that are text-based, multiple choice, number-based questions. I can have access to website links. I can add opportunities for students to draw. For instance, if they want to draw a line from one piece of content to another. And then there's draggable information that you can add as well. So those are the various item types that can be added to your presentation for knowledge checks, for formative assessments, and you may also add audio slides. So you may also have some presentation that you are using that requests audio or you're speaking to your students. And then there is a template library where you can select from the templates that are available in Pear Deck. They have many different things that are for K-12, but the functionality allows you to create your own space your own content on the real estate of Pear Deck. So it doesn't matter that you're not K-12, you can still use this for the same outcome. And you'll see that as we move forward. So the first slide is introductory. The first slide is introductory. And then my first slide that I'm using Pear Deck with is a poll slide. So I'm going to go back to that. And over here in my Pear Deck dashboard, I created a poll by using the multiple choice. So why don't I do this? I'll erase, and then I will delete that so I can walk you through how you can add. So I've selected multiple choice, which is generally what we have when we're using a poll. And I'm just going to type in choice A, choice B, choice C. And I can add as many as I'd like, and then I can update that slide. And now it's adding the interactive question. So this is how you would add knowledge checks and embed other things into your previously built presentation. So we're going to also look at a little bit later the view from a student, as well as how it looks as you present through Pear Deck. So I'm going to scroll down again, and here's another slide of your information, content, and now I want to add a knowledge check once again. So knowledge check, and here we talked about history and contemporary. So this is just for demo purposes. Then you can add a knowledge check question here about that. So maybe you want to add a text-based question. So if that opportunity comes up, and you can add your text-based question, which of the two categories resonates with your current stance. Thank God for spell check. I'm misspelling categories, so we fixed that, right? And now when students see that, they'll have this question, and then they can provide an answer. They won't provide it on this screen. You'll get a better picture of what I'm talking about a little bit later. So now I'm going to share more content. Students are going to access more content, and then we may have a final assessment question, maybe another knowledge check. So how many points are under each category? I think I can spell category. So how many points are under each category? So now I have added that, and maybe I'll put, let's see, to show you how this draggable works. Just adding some random numbers. I'm going to do the same thing here. So that we can create a draggable, something that your students are going to drag from one location, drag an icon from one area to another. So do I want to use a dot as my draggable symbol? If I do, I can. If not, I can select from any of the ones that are available here. So I'll just use thumb, okay? And then I'll update that slide. Again, it's adding the interactive question. So what we have here, and you'll notice that on each slide where a question, the interactive question has been embedded, there is a Pear Deck slide icon. Now, let's look at our presentation. So I would navigate over to where it says in the dashboard, start lesson. So I'm going to start this lesson. And if you're teaching asynchronously, then you would use a student-paced activity because that means that students can work at their own pace. There's no set time, specific time to follow other than what you've indicated in your course overview. Or if you are teaching synchronously, you can select the instructor pace where you're navigating the slides forward and sharing the information with your students, and they are responding, and you're giving real-time feedback as they respond and collecting data as you do so. So we're going to use student-paced activity. Again, it's asking me to sign in using my single sign-on, and I've done that to launch the presentation. So welcome to the teacher dashboard. You'll know you're on the teacher dashboard when you see these yellow highlighted slides. So use the teacher dashboard to privately view individual student responses. So this keeps some anonymity in your presentations as students go through and work on the content from your courses. They will not have to share those responses with other students. Only you will have access to that. You can use your phone or your tablet to open the dashboard. Just got it, or you can say, don't show this again. This session is in student pace mode, so it kind of walks you through each step. In this mode, students can work through the lesson at their own pace, and you can track their progress, review their work via the dashboard. So if we go to the teacher dashboard, then again, we note that we're here because of the yellow highlighted slides. And as students respond, then you will be able to select the highlighted slide to look at those responses and provide feedback. So let's give an example of what it would look like from a student's view. So here in the top right corner is a code to join the class. So students, and you would share this in your course information, would simply go to join PD and going to select that, and it allows them the opportunity to enter the code. So this code is JNBEFB. JNBEFB. They've joined the class. It does offer a brief temperature check. How are you today? They can respond or they can skip that. As the students are going through the presentation, they will use the bottom left corner arrows to navigate through the course presentation. As I said, if this were a synchronous course, you would navigate the slides forward as the instructor. But for the student pace course, they have the permission to do that. So they navigate forward, they're reading content, they're learning the information from their law course, and then they come to a poll. Here, they can select a choice. I'm going to select A. And then I'll keep navigating through the course. And I come to another knowledge check, and it says, which of the two categories resonates with your current stance on the issue? And I will put history. History. The history category resonates most with me because, okay, and so they've responded to that, and on to the next set of content, and then that final question is a draggable. So how many points are listed under each category. So maybe for history, I could select here. And so I probably should have used a different question because I did not add a second draggable. But you can see how this icon is mobile across the real estate here, and it can be used to select specific information, whether it's a dot, what have you. So now students have gone through the content and they've completed what it is that you wanted them to do. I'm going to switch tabs and go back to the teacher dashboard. So as I said, you'll know you're on the teacher dashboard because you'll have the highlighted yellow slide. Slide 1, no information. In the interest of time, we'll go down to the first slide, and you can see here that Vanessa Winkfield responded to choice A. If you had other students, that would be other blocks like this listed here on the page, and you can see the name of the student and what their response was. Continuing on to the next knowledge check, I have knowledge check slide. I have this information. I think I put the knowledge check information on the wrong slide, so I'm going to keep moving. That's not the slide that I wanted that on, but this next knowledge check is the history category resonates with me because if you notice, that was my response. And here is my name. You know which student answered, and you're able to add feedback to that student. Whatever that feedback is. So then they'll be able to see what your comments are on their assignments. Moving forward to that draggable, this is the student. You'll know, no matter where the icon is, you'll know which student moved the icon to which location. Okay, and say a student, of course, has selected the wrong answer, and you want to star that student so that you can go back and reach out to that student for intervention purposes, then you will have that on your dashboard. So here's some other options over here. To open your projector, turn off your student pace, which you would leave on, so your asynchronous students can access it. As long as you leave this session open, and you would leave it open, students have access to the presentation. That only end that access if you end this session, and you are the only one that has permission to do that. So again, this is Pear Deck. We don't have a license for this program on our campus, but you can simply go to Pear Deck. Type it in the URL, so we'll have to search Pear Deck. And we don't want to join, we just want to go to the page, and you can select either of these. Under this mode, and I will come back to you with information about this, for Pear Deck for higher ed, there are so many other functionalities that are available. I don't want this video to be too long. I'll provide the information in chunks, but there is other information that you can utilize. For instance, there's a Pear assessment where you can upload your own assessments. We've just looked at the Pear Deck, but you can also add your own assessments and collect data on your students' progress. Pear practice. There's even a session that allows for gamification, and that's found here under Pear practice. So all of these things are available, and I just wanted to share them with you so that you know that you do have the option as a developer of your own course to access these things, to utilize these tools. And there are other tools that I'll share with you as well, but you do have that option. So thank you for your time. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me on my bookings page and I will reach out to you and share with you in person or online for one-to-one support. Thank you.